What's going on, guys? It's Matt. I'm back with another video finally. So it's been a while. Today's video is going to be about being stealth in high school. I was stealth throughout the majority of high school, so hopefully this video can give you a bit of insight as to what that's like and if it is an option for you, if it's worth it. So the reason I was able to be stealth in high school was because I transitioned at the right time. I transitioned socially in the last few months of primary school. So this meant that the people that were coming to high school with me got used to calling me Matt, got used to calling me by male pronouns. They were all really supportive of me, so that kind of gave me the confidence to go into high school as Matt and without kind of letting anyone know. So going to high school stealth kind of just felt like the natural option for me. Everyone was already calling me Matt, so why go into high school and be like, oh hey, yeah, I'm trans, yeah. Like, it just didn't make sense. I just thought that people should just know me as Matt, just judge me by my personality, not what's in my pants. So I had a few interviews with my potential high school. They were really super supportive. Before I even went there, they showed me around the school and showed me where all the changing rooms and facilities were. They offered me that I could use the nurse facilities if I wanted to. So the people that I met with, the psychologist and the head of student services, told some members of staff, so the teachers that were teaching me personally, told them that I was the person that was trans. The rest of faculty were just given a kind of lecture on trans kids and how to deal with them, and they were told that a trans guy was coming in, but they didn't mention my name or who was the trans guy that was coming in. So yeah, I thought that was a good way to go about it. Obviously, like, the teachers that were teaching me kind of could give me that support if I needed it, but the rest of staff didn't need to know. It was so good to have the support of my friends from primary school coming in with me and calling me Matt. It just gave me the confidence to be stealth in high school. Like, if I knew that they were going to call me by the right pronouns, then I didn't really have anything to worry about. As you can tell though, being stealth in high school does run into a few problems, mainly to do with changing rooms and sport and swimming carnivals. Binding was a main issue in high school due to the fact that our uniforms were like a white see-through material, which meant that in certain lighting and like my shirt touched my binder, you could see it. But a lot of kids just wore vests and undershirts anyway, so it kind of just looked like I was wearing a vest. And it didn't bother me too much. I did get days where I look at myself in the mirror before I go to school like, damn, you can see my binder, but kind of just get over it. A lot of times I would just wear an undershirt as well if the weather was right, if it wasn't too hot. Or I would wear my sports shirt, which was green, like thick material, but you did get in trouble for that, so I didn't do that very often. When it came down to PE classes, obviously you have to change into your sport uniform and then back into your main school uniform. What I did was I just went to the toilets, got changed in a cubicle, came to class. That was pretty simple. The only time I did run into trouble was when I was swimming. In Australia, or at least where I live, swimming is a compulsory class in PE. So every year in term 1 we swim twice a week. I just wore my binder and then a rashie over the top. I wore quite loose binders anyway, so it didn't give me trouble breathing or anything during swimming classes. What it did give me trouble with was taking it off after I was swimming. First few times I did bring a spare binder and trying to take that one off, but taking off a wet binder is just don't do it. Especially when you need to get to your next class. Boy, I was late for classes a lot of times. So what I ended up doing was, after a few times, I just wore my Underworks binder, which is just a mesh binder. And it dries relatively quickly, so I just patted that dry and all was well. In swimming carnivals, in year 8 and year 9, it was compulsory to compete, so what I did was I just chucked on a rashie, and all day I just wore a rashie and that was fine. After those years, I just didn't compete. I had top surgery in 2016, so I was in my second last year of high school. I had top surgery at the very start of the year, so I ended up going in for a day, the first day of school, and then I had top surgery the next day. The surgery that I had meant that I could go back to school the next week. However, I did have to wear the compression binder, which was difficult to go through while being stealth because you could definitely see that binder through my shirt. So I was very bad and didn't wear that binder at school. I wore it one day with a jumper over the top and I was like, nah, it's the middle of summer, why am I doing this to myself? So I didn't wear that binder, I only wore it at home, which is probably not the best idea, but yeah, after I'd healed, that top surgery kind of gave me a new sense of life at high school. I could finally take off my top during PE and chuck on my sport uniform. I could go to swim classes. It meant the world to me, that top surgery, and being stealth was a lot easier. However, during the last bit of year 11 and then going on to year 12, I kind of stopped giving a shit whether people knew I was trans or not. Obviously I started my Instagram account. I kind of was more active in the trans community. I kind of just and because I had so many good friends, so many close friends that you just knew me for who I was, I just didn't care if they found out, and to be honest, I didn't think that they would care either. Luckily that was the case. So I kind of came out slowly throughout year 11 and year 12. People kind of found out through my Instagram account, through me telling them, giving them hints and that kind of thing, and they were really supportive. So I still kind of consider myself as stealth in the fact that people that don't know me don't know, if that makes sense. So majority of my close friends know now that I'm trans, but out of that friends group I'm still just Matt. So I still kind of consider myself as stealth. However, those that matter to me do know, and I don't go out and tell people that I'm trans. I still don't come out. I still don't out myself, but if they do find out, I just don't really care. It's whatever. So yeah, hopefully that kind of gave you an insight to how I was stealth in high school. And if you have any questions about being stealth, please leave them in the comments. I will answer them. And if you aren't already, follow me on my Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm so close to 1.5k, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.